Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and this one is on astrology. And I just quickly want to say welcome to the channel. My name is Jaspir, and I don't do just traditional astrology. I use astrology as a way to understand you on a very deep soul level and see what it takes to make you smile. And I want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed, and if you're new, watching for the first time, welcome to the family, welcome to the channel. Everyone here is a family member, and I hope something will resonate with you and you will subscribe. And let's talk about Ketu in second house. I just quickly want to say I have a very exciting video on motivation coming tomorrow in about 12 hours. I'm excited to shoot it today, and do check it out if you get a chance. So Ketu in second house. I've done on the first, on the fourth, now it's second house. So this placement here, I'm smiling because you have probably gone through some painful times with your family. Okay, the easiest way I can word this is you're the black sheep of the family. You're somebody different. You were always the outcast. You were never understood by the family. This video is mainly for someone going through Ketu Mahadasha, because Ketu is active while sitting in the second house. But if you're to learn about what it does in second house, welcome. But it will be more impacting the people going through the Dasha. So Ketu in the second house, it's magical and painful. Okay, it's magical because you might gain a lot of money suddenly, or you will never be in a position where you feel like you have run out of money, because Ketu is past, right? So in the past, you've done a lot of good deeds where you're reaping up the good benefits of it in this lifetime, right? So even in the worst of the worst, you might still be able to make it financially. But where do you struggle the most, okay? Where is that pain point? That pain point is in family life. So this is, yes, it's one of the more challenging ones as well. Not because Ketu will dry you out from the money. It's because you might have made wrong decisions or wrong investments that you're suffering from today. But it's also amazing because if you made the right decisions, you will have a lot of money, okay? If Ketu Mahadasha comes around and you're doing wrong things, if you're gambling, if you're wasting money, it's your own fault. You're losing your money for the wrong decisions. Because remember, overall, Rahu is sitting in the 8th house, okay? Rahu is very smart in the 8th financially and stuff. You might have made some good investments and stuff overall in lifetime. So you're losing money for your own wrongdoing. But if you've gained money suddenly, it's not only from this life benefit, these are the rewards from the past life as well. The main thing I want to focus on is because of family wound or the family trouble. You might have come from, there's two scenarios, okay? Let's say if you come from a wealthy family and you were in a very business-oriented or well-settled family, but you were never understood because you felt like you wanted to do something different. Money doesn't really matter to you, okay? Ketu in second doesn't detach you from money, but it just says there's something greater out there in life to accomplish or feel happy from than just money wealth. Wealth comes in many forms, right? So I'll explain that, why that feeling is there. And you might have come from a big wealthy family and they want you to carry on the family business or the family legacy and continue, but you just never want to be part of that. You want to do something different. You want to make paintings. That's it. You want to make music. You want to do your own little side gig on the side. You want to open up a band with a few friends and live your life differently. You don't want to follow the family business. You want to follow your heart, and I'll explain why that is. Now, you want to get up and do something differently. One day, for example, the extreme that happens sometimes in this scenario, you come from a very wealthy family, you're grown up, and your father or your partner, your mother, whoever is running the business, or you're in a wealthy family, and they really want to hand it to you, and you said, no, I'm not taking over, you get kicked out. They said, leave our family, leave our home, you're a disgrace, you're getting kicked out. Okay, this is extreme that I've seen sometimes. You are that black sheep that's here to make a difference. Now, you're getting kicked out. You don't even know how big of a blessing that is to your soul. You were trapped in this environment all your life. Your true freedom comes when you get kicked out. You don't even know how much you're gonna grow now. Now you have a chance to live from your heart and finally start something that you always wanted to do. Until you get moved out, the universe is going to try to push you out in any way possible, right? Because your growth lies getting away from the family. Ketu in second, typical astrologer can say, oh, it detaches you from family, this and that. Okay. Yes, you might feel a little bit disconnect, but you're always going to make that family proud. When you leave and you set up a new business in a country, a new career, something new, you're always going to come back home and make the family proud. You always going to have that feeling that you started from zero, but you came from this family and you want to go back to, or you want to show them that, hey, hey, dad or mother or anybody in the family, that I accomplished something on my own. I did it. And you have that capacity. So just because the conditioning of staying in the family or the comfort zone or being brought up in a very rich family, you were never allowed to go even out and stuff, your freedom lies in leaving home. So that's one scenario. Ketu in second, sometimes the very basic one, might take you away for something higher in life. Education, I'll explain why that is, but education, sometimes people in Ketu in second, they get married finally at this time because it's going to take you away from your home into a new family. So I've seen a lot of people getting married when their Ketu Dasha comes in second home. Now the third example, one I give if you're from the rich family. Now if you're from a poor family, this is in a case where very poor, like person from, let's say, any state, it could be anywhere in the world, a family who's going through or been through hard times in life or not doing well financially, they could be in poverty, and their father or somebody in the family worked so hard to raise this person, and they have the opportunity to leave home and become a doctor, IPS officer. Even they end up becoming some great CEOs and stuff like that. So we have seen examples where these no-name individuals that were not even known, their family is not even known in the world, all of a sudden they are the top CEOs, or they become top doctors. They become the top IPS officers in India, for example. Like there's some great examples out there of individuals whose father was a taxi driver or like a auto driver and stuff, and his son become a surgeon and stuff. So Ketu in 2 sometimes does that because you're the black sheep. You have to get away from that family home, family poverty life, family something, and achieve something big in the world, and you're going to make that family proud one day because you'll never forget that family from your heart. So don't be scared if your Ketu Mahadasha is going on, or you're just a person with Ketu in second and you feel scared to go out. Your true success lies in going out to the world. And I explain why that is. And people, I want to touch on the topic about your speech, because second house speech, what you eat and stuff, while Ketu's here, what are the impacts. So you don't really have to worry about money with second house because you'll make it through. Remember, I always have one theory, and I've tested this many times. Ketu does not kill you. Okay? If you think Ketu in second house and he's going to make you go bankrupt, no. That's probably your own wrongdoing. If you got addicted to gambling, you're going to lose it all. But if Ketu's in the second, and you will always have money to pay your rent at the very least in life, okay? You don't even know where the money comes from, friends, anywhere, hidden sources. Something will keep you alive. Ketu is that life jacket that will keep you afloat until you reach your destiny. So Ketu second house is not a scary position. It's beautiful if you know why you're the black sheep, why are you the outcast, why you're not blending in with the family. Well, you have a bigger destiny for that family, my friend. You're born to do something amazing, and don't be scared to leave. Even if you get kicked out, okay, in today's world, it's very painful, okay? Like you come and talk to me, hey, you're sad and you're low because you just got kicked out of the house. Look on the bright side. How big of a blessing that is to you, my friend, okay? So that's Ketu second. Now, let me relate it to 12th house, your 8th house, and your 9th house. So what's the magic? Let me relate all the houses a little bit, advanced astrology here. So Ketu is 3rd away from the 12th. I've done first house is being 2nd. Now the Ketu is 3rd away from the 12th. 12th house is the house of spirituality, where your soul resides, where all the magic happens spiritually. So how is it 3rd? So you have the 12th house, the 1st house, and then the 2nd house. So it's 3 away from 12th house. And when something is 3 away, that's your courage, right? These people, they don't find interest in normal gossip, media talk, politics, and stuff like that. What really resonates with them is spiritual talk. It makes them happy. It makes them feel alive. And if you're truly a Ketu person, you'll know how much you enjoy connecting with someone who's spiritual, right? So 3rd house usually represents your writing, speaking, and learning. So your family, let's say, is a business tycoon, okay? And you have Ketu in the 2nd. You don't care about learning chart like CA, CPA, some law that your family wants to be part of the family business, or how your family business runs overall. You might not be interested. What you enjoy now is learning about spirituality, connecting with the divine. You like talking about it. You want to learn about it. You want to give as much type as you can, because you're 3 away from the 12th house. Okay, that's the magic of the 2nd. Now, also, where is your real change, your transformation is coming from? It's not the 8th house. Rahu is in the 8th house. I'll come back to that in a second. But change is seen 8 houses away from the 2nd house. Change in Kalpurush Kundli is 8th spot, right? So you have to count 8 houses away from the 2nd now. So 2nd house, 3rd. So let's start, because Ketu is in the 2nd. So let's count 8 spots away, right? So 2nd house, 3rd house, 4th house, 5th house, 6th house, 7th house, and 8th house. Sorry. And you end up at 9th house, okay? So the true change, transformation, the 8th house effects are seen from the 9th house, okay? When Ketu Mahadasha comes, at very rare, sometimes you just want to leave the family behind. You want to leave everybody behind. You want to go on this long journey because it's good for your soul's growth. A lot of people get up overnight and they want to do a road trip now because they're doing exploration, which is spiritual growth. They want to go to these temples. They want to go explore the world. It's good for their soul growth. They wanted to experience this. They have this longing to do something outside. One thing I want to say, I don't care what age you are, and if you have to leave home, please never neglect your family. Okay? Always keep family priority. You want to have this amazing road trip. You want to do something great. Awesome. But make a plan with your family. Maybe involve them with it as well. Just don't be selfish and get up and go. I know you want to do this for your own self. It's amazing. Even if your family can't join you, explain to them, hey, I'm going for 2 weeks. I'm going for a month. I really want to do this in my life. Let me go. Make a plan. Just don't get up and leave. A lot of people tend to do that. Okay? Don't do that. Never ever neglect your family. Make sure they're in a good position. Okay? You have this longing to leave home, right? Whether you get kicked out or you want to leave. You want to leave for something greater. Because your body, your growth is in change, in 8th house effects, right? What is it taking to 9th house? 9th house is the house of spirituality, your higher knowledge, your wisdom, your long distance travels. Okay, that's all 9th house effect. So you're going to have this feeling throughout. So, but please don't neglect family. I'll say it last time. And a lot of people, higher knowledge, they want to leave home and join a Montessori, Buddhist Montessori, or like some kind of spiritual center so they can elevate themselves spiritually. Some people start reading a lot of occult at home because that's what they've signed up for, a spiritual journey. So it's the 9th house effect. People say, oh, people in 2nd house make great astrologers and stuff, or they're really towards occult. Well, that's because they're leaving their attachments to the money. They don't care about this wealth and stuff. And They're going towards their higher calling, learning more. Spiritually, they want to learn a lot more through the ninth house. Remember, traveling is also spiritual. Traveling is not going to casinos, gambling, sitting at the beach. That's soul development, right? When you go travel, you meet new people, new frequencies. You might visit temples. So you're connecting with different energies when you're traveling. And it's amazing for your soul growth. What else? Oh, yes. So you have this pull for occult, not because of the 8th house Rahu there. It's because you're changed, your true self. You become stronger when you're doing the 9th house stuff. You're elevating yourself spiritually. Now, let's talk about that Rahu in the 8th house for a second. You, behind the camera, if you're married, did you have trouble with your in-laws? Was there any misunderstandings or the secrets hidden that Ketu brought up? Something that you didn't know about your in-laws side of the family, or maybe in your own family, sometimes Rahu will show you the hidden wealth that comes up. So when Ketu is activated, Rahu is automatically activated, right? So Ketu is going to really bring to the surface the hidden activities of the 8th house. Sometimes 8th house is the house of your in-laws and stuff. And when Rahu is there could be some misunderstandings. There could be difference in family values. What the family you were brought up in, the values that you hold, what you were taught, may be completely different than your in-laws' family. You will have to adjust completely different. If you're getting married for the first time and you have Ketu in the second and you realize your in-laws are totally traditional or totally modern, or they're completely different people than the kind of family that you grew up with, and you don't really align with that. So usually there's some misunderstandings, mishaps. There's something that always happens. So do leave a comment if something like that has happened with you. I'm excited to learn more. And a lot of secrets come up. You could have been married with your partner for 20 years, and then all of a sudden you found out about your in-laws that you didn't know until now, until this dasha period, right? While going through this dasha with Ketu in the second, you have to face a lot of psychological changes, some financial crisis, right? These are all good for your soul growth. You are very intelligent with money. You know how to invest it, but don't waste it. Use it to grow yourself, educate yourself. The reason I would say this position is difficult is because you're being pulled between spirituality and what your family always wanted you to do and who you truly are. And family wanted you to be a CA and stuff, but you like becoming a teacher, a guru, a guide. You like resonating with the spiritual people, the spiritual vibes. You could be the son of the biggest businessman or the daughter of the biggest man, and you don't care about money. You want to go volunteer and help people. You're completely different. So in terms of speech, why do some people stutter? Some people have difficulty speaking. Sorry. Or problem with their speech with Ketu in the second. You might be talking stuff that doesn't align with your soul, and Ketu is trying to stop you from that and saying, hey, let's find out what you really like speaking. Do you like speaking about spirituality, learning about spiritual concepts? Does it make you happy? So speak the truth. Speak from the heart. Don't gossip. Don't say things that are going to hurt others. Ketu will punish you here. Food. Ketu in the second. People say the mouth, the speech, and stuff like that. Ketu is a very spiritual planet. Be careful what you eat. I'm not here to convert everybody into vegetarians or vegans and stuff like this, but you watching behind the camera and tell me if a Ketu Dasha is going on, and did you notice the difference in your diet change? Because I'll highly strongly suggest Ketu in second, be vegetarian and enjoy the benefits. It makes a huge difference in the lifestyle. Don't worry about your vitamins, and vegetarian people are healthy as well. Okay, there's different ways of getting enough nutrition. So be careful what you're eating with Ketu in the second house. So I think I'll leave this video here. I hope you guys have learned something new, something resonated with you, the struggles, the difficulties in the family life. Do share if you had to leave everything behind and started something on your own, who you are today. Say it with confidence, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful night, and thank you for supporting if you stayed this long.